Hey guys, Xwayne here, and I decided to do a second episode of the journey for my uh, ice sorceress. Um, so there has been a few changes, which one of them was instead of the ice ball, I decided to use ice shards, and they work really well. And I mean, I'm sure some of you guys know that ice shards are pretty strong, and I got it down to about cost of 8 mana. I believe it was up about 10 or 11 ish. Also, we hit level 70 out of the three different sorcerers that I use, which is lightning, fire, and ice. The ice was actually the first one to do it, and she did it with some pretty ease before I hit the Paragon. And as you can see, I have 278. Let's take a look at that real quick. And what we did was I used 4 boards. Yeah, I believe it is 4 boards. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so normally I use 3 boards so I can push all my points right into the stuff that is needed, but I needed to grab a few extra stuff. So as you can see, the good thing is when the expansion started, we weren't able to access the Paragon board quite yet. You needed 10 more levels, and once we did that, then we were able to access our boards. It didn't start out blank though. I did have 2 boards previously when I made this sorceress before, and it kept everything within range, so that was good. And I use a lot of conjuration stuff, enchanter, so stuff that increases damage, stuff that conjurer, which is basically for my ice hydras. I'll probably do that on my fire source too, which uses the familiars and hydras. But take a look at the skill tree. Everything is looking maxed out that we want to use, and we still have some extra points. So where was it? So we were using frostbolt, but we got out of that. I keep one in there. Frozen orb works really well, and ice shards, and then of course our hydras. So with all the Paragon board nodes that we just added, our hydras are actually hitting for 93,000. Technically 117,000. And we did a lot of chill stuff. And the shards will hit for, where is it, 75,000. Not sure why there's 3 in there's probably some added stuff. I mean, they don't have an ice. Let me see. It would have been interesting if they did one for fire, which I might play with that with my fire source. And one thing I noticed about the skill tree is that they didn't just make, so they made a ice hydra, but they didn't make a lightning hydra. Same thing with flame spear. They made a flame spear, but they didn't make an ice one because there's already lightning. But so they kind of mixed and matched. So this is not copy and paste, pretty much. Let's go back to the character so you can see, because now her toughness is actually 171,000. It was, before I got to my Paragon, it was around 61,000, which is still the highest out of all my sorcerers. And I did make a weapon, which a rare weapon I found right at 70, level 70, and it was actually better than my legendary that I had 2 star points on it. So see if I can find it so you can compare. I don't remember where I put it, but we will find it. I think that was it. Nope. Oh, here it is. We'll put it right here. So this is what the weapon I had before. As you can see, it has 2 stars on it. Over 2,000 maximum life. A lot of intelligence. 248 life on hit. 18% all damage. And a 100% cold damage. And then I had 2 gems for cold damage. This sorcerer is all cold. So with that, this was the rare, and I've only upgraded the little stats here and there. As you can see, well, let's go back to this. It was, well, you can see them both right here. Sorry, I forget sometimes. But as you can see, it was a huge jump from 2,609 damage per second to 3,309 damage per second. Like 4,000 maximum life. So I doubled on maximum life. So that's what actually jumped me from. And we'll just put this weapon back in place. You can see that right now 171,000 toughness and 3,300 weapon damage. So that's with the nodes. Before the nodes it was about 60, but it is still, this rare is part of the new expansion type of weapon. But as you can see, it's already, that's pretty impressive for a rare, for me anyways. I'm gonna put this right here, but anyways, and then we'll check this out. So we're not really showing a lot of gameplay on this because we probably got to complete a few things. But so damage with cold was originally about 600%. Now it jumped up 200% more. So that's a huge plus there. And building this whole character was on some legacy items, except for that staff right there. It's not a legacy item. Took a lot of what do you call it? They're down right over here. These Abdusite, however you say that. I had about 7,000, and now I'm down to 88. So I probably got to do some hunting if I want to upgrade anything else. That's why this was stopped at 22 quality. And yeah. Anyways, guys, this Ice Sorcerer is turning out really well. the life. I don't know if you remember the last video, but I said 9,000 life. She now has 17,000 plus life. So she's she's pretty tanky, and that's good. So I'm pretty impressed. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This is episode 2 of the Ice Sorceress journey, and I hope you join us for some more. And I'm having really fun with the expansion and this Ice Sorceress. Thanks for watching. Give us a like, subscribe if you can. We appreciate it. Anyways, have a great day.